When we hear about commandments and laws, we automatically thinking like it's something distance between us. You know what I mean? That we're not supposed to keep. These laws was given to us because it's a book of life. You know what I mean? It's a command on how to live. You know, because we serve the God of the living, not the God of the dead. You know what I'm saying? So exactly. So when we say commandments, it's just a way of life. You know what I mean? How you supposed to live? How you supposed to conduct yourself? How you supposed to teach your children how they supposed to conduct themselves? You know what I'm saying? So give me Deuteronomy 6 and 7. Because when we telling you this, that make haste to make this transition to understanding who you are and your duties and what God requires of you, it's not only for you, it's for them. You know what I'm saying? What we teaching our people is wisdom. We teaching them not the true knowledge, spiritual understanding. You know what I mean? What's gonna save their lives? What's gonna keep them from being in the street getting gunned down? What's keeping them off the drugs? What's keeping them out of gangbanging? Keeping our daughters from being hoes and prostitutes? You know what I'm saying? This is what this Bible is preventing you from. Our children, read.
Deuteronomy 6 and 7. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children.
So the Bible said we should teach them diligently to our children. Go ahead.
And shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house and when thou walkest by the way.
So you should teach them when you're at your house. You should teach them God's commandments. Teach them their heritage. To teach them that this Bible belongs to them. You're supposed to teach them these things. So our people walk around with low self-esteem because they have an identity crisis. That's why we in these fraternities. That's why we in these gangs. That's why we are lost and destroyed. We trying to find acceptance because we don't understand ourselves. But that's where you come in play. That's where the importance of you to understand this Bible, to understand your laws, understand your culture, understand your heritage, and you teach them when you're at home. Stop letting SpongeBob teach our children. You know what I mean? Stop letting Real Housewife teaching our children. Love and Hip Hop teaching our children. Lil Wayne, Jay-Z teaching our children because they have their own personal agenda. They trying to sell a product. They selling the way of life. That's what they selling. And the way of life is destruction. You understand that? Read.
And when thou liest down, and when thou risest up.
So when thou liest down, when they going to sleep, you're supposed to teach them about this Bible. Stop teaching them Peter Pan. Stop teaching them Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Teach them about Samson.
That's right.
Teach them about King David. About David and Goliath. That's some good history. Teach them that. Because that's where they come from. They from the line of Judah.
That's right.
That's what we teach them. So they can go sleep with confidence. They go to sleep with purpose, or they wake up with a purpose. So teach them about Samson. Teach them about King David. Teach them about Christ. Teach them these things. Stop teaching them these folks and fairy tales. You know what I'm saying? Teach them real life. That's why when we get to a certain age, we say the Bible ain't true no more. Because everything we teach them is all fiction. You know what I'm saying? And make-believe. Read.
And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thy hand.
That's it.
Read it again.
Okay. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house.
So, in order for you to teach this, what is talking about? What you got to teach them diligently? The ways of you brought me to
I think like how you just said, getting back into the Bible and teaching them the ways and basically like the way King David, Solomon, teaching them those stories and letting them get those stories in their heart, not just in their mind, so they can go to sleep on it, wake up on it, and again it'll build a different just me personally, it'll build a different different mind structure. Knowing that it's something more than he died, he rose, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a whole lot more to God than just that.
Yeah.
And
so we're alike. Yeah, because that's what I'm gonna tell you. I had this. I used to laugh when when I came to the truth, man. I still do. It makes me chuckle a little bit because the reason why our people are so discombobulated or what I want to say so confused is because they separate Sunday church versus Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's like they living a double lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? But the Bible says he's a God of the living. That's what he's dealing with. The people that's destroyed, the people that's in the ghetto, the people that's who are suffering from diseases, who are suffering from hatred, all these things. But that's why we have to bring the Bible to our people, like as it is written, because this is what's going to heal our people. This Bible is going to heal our people if they take heed. This Bible can fix us as a people. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy 10 and 12. And now Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Go ahead.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good.
That is what we're supposed to teach our children diligently. Teach the commandments. So therefore, you have to be taught. You have to be learn. You have to learn all over again. You got to understand the greatest good of what you're doing for your nation. Not only just for your nation, but your immediate family. You know what I'm saying? You got to teach them. That's what you're supposed to teach first. Is yourself, your household, and then go teach your people. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to protect them. That's what we fought for. We fought for our lives. We fought for our wives. We fought for our children, and we fought for our laws. Our people died for that. You understand that? So, give me Matthew 7 and 9. I just want you to see the importance of teaching your children. You know what I mean? Because that's what this is about. You know what I mean? Because do you know who the devil is? What does the devil mean? What does that mean?
He just somebody who wants you to go, who's against God. I don't really know what the devil means, but I just know
Revelation 12 and 9.
I just know he don't want to. I just know he's against everything what God stands for.
Right.
So if God stands for good and for he stands for everything that's not good.
Right.
So he's totally the opposite of God.
Exactly. You're right.
So that's what I believe the devil is.
Guess what? That's the one you let teach your children. Because if you're not teaching them, somebody's gonna teach them. You know what I'm saying? Just like our people in the hood. You know what I mean? They work in CTC. They making a hard time making ends meet. So they at work all day. They not teaching their children. Who teaching them? TVs, BET, Lil Wayne, the streets. That's who teaching our children. And if you're not stimulating their mind, somebody's gonna do it.
Yeah, something else.
Exactly. So that's why we have to have a discipline. This Bible talks about discipline, and that's what something our people lack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you see people fighting in the street, no discipline. When you see people going off on each other, no discipline. You know what I mean? Just going through our women, that's no discipline. You know, you have no discipline, and that's what the Bible teaches us to have discipline. But I'm gonna show you who the devil is. Read.
The book of Revelations, chapter 12 and the 9th verse. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan.
You know what he came. You know what that old serpent did in the garden, right?
Yeah.
What he do?
He basically he got Eve. He got Eve to believe. He got her to believe what he said over what she knew was totally wrong.
So you know he's trickery, right?
Yeah, it's trickery.
Yeah, trickery. Go ahead. That's another reason you know this Bible is a true book. He said that old serpent. Yeah. That old serpent, you think it was really a snake came down? No, man, just like you see Tyrone, you be like, man, he's a snake in the grass, bro. He'll rob you out your house in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So that's him talk. That's how you know it's Jake wrote this Bible, man. You know what I mean? Our people wrote this Bible because we the salt of the earth. You know what I'm saying? That's him talk right there. He said he a snake because his ways, he come and slither in and come and destroy and deceive and beguile. So you gotta watch him. You gotta cut the grass and see the snakes. That's what the Bible telling you about. Read. And you cut that grass with this truth. You cut that grass with this knowledge.
Right.
That's what you're gonna cut them lies with. Because everybody come up with these false doctrines and lies and hypocrisy. But when this Bible come out, we shutting all of it down.
And, can I say
go ahead.
Didn't the Most High say what go in a man don't defile a man, but what comes out of man is what defiles him. So exactly. How did Eve and Adam eat a natural apple, and